Welcome to Two Local Radio. We're back. It's 12 o'clock. We said we would be.
Yes, we are.
And, here is the deal.
This is Chrissy D, by the way.
And this is fucking Ray or some asshole or some motherfucker tonight.
Oh, okay.
Here is the deal, okay? We have... one that showed up during a tornado, and that was a mega down.
Right.
It's a fucking, we've got tomato, tomato.
It's a tomato, huh?
Yeah, fucking tomato. We got one that, band members showed up, tornado. We literally, during the interview, we had fucking warnings going off.
Oh, yeah. Our two friends who also do the show with us, our partners in crime,
Tempo and Snow.
Of course, we cannot ever forget Tempo and Snow. Their phones were going off like crazy with their warnings.
Exactly. So, I mean, on the other end, a storm happens, if they can't make it, through technical difficulties, that's fine. I'm not going to hold it against Minor 9.
No, we don't do that. We're not like that.
But if you're supposed to be somewhere and people are willing to help you out, you need to be there.
Either be there or call in in an ample amount of time and say, hey, man, I can't come. Something came up. Leave a message on Facebook. However, you can get a hold of them.
We got a fucking call in. We got an admin line. This is for, I'm going to throw this out there. Because I'm sure people know comedians, business owners, local bands, wherever they're listening from, that aren't getting any kind of fucking, talent. I mean, not talent, but aren't getting any kind of recognition for what they're doing.
Exactly, and they should.
They want to share their story.
Right, and they should get their recognition.
It could be a model. It could be a bunch of different, outlets.
It could be anything,
it could be somebody who just has a story that they're dying to tell.
Exactly. It could be somebody who works as a stripper. We don't care. We don't hold anything against anybody. We don't care. We don't make fun of. We don't discriminate.
Exactly. Here is the deal. If you want to get a hold of us and schedule an interview with us, the number, it's very simple. 1-865-268-5773.
That's right.
Once again, that's 1-865-268-5773. That is not the interview line. The reason that is not is because there is no way with the outlet we have that we could do it off a normal, telephone system.
Exactly. We couldn't.
And if you tried to get the amount of people that we can get on our show, it would cost tens of thousands of dollars to put in the equipment.
Oh, yeah. That equipment would be really expensive.
We're talking, close to or over 100 lines.
Yes, it's nice that we have that in the conference. We have all those lines, so we can get 100 people in there.
Exactly, and I think that's the new age interviews. I think that's the way people are going to start doing it, and eventually they're going to be like, hey, what the hell do I need your interview for? You're doing one-on-one with the art. That's wonderful. We have full bands calling in with 20 people.
Exactly. I mean, come on. How many people were on the other night with us, plus us in the band?
Yep, with Trey Tuck.
It was Trey Tuck.
A.K.A. Trey Tucker.
Right. It was Trey Tucker. It was you and I. And we had, about
15 17, something like that.
Yeah, because it kept going up and down because, somebody would leave, but we'd always get one or two people that would come in, and we'd be like, oh, cool.
And we have, back-to-back questions and everything. And, if you're not feel comfortable or these people don't feel comfortable, calling us, reach out to loco@att.net. That's the number 2, LOCO @att.net.
Yeah, and just shoot us a note, a letter, however you want to put it in at our att.net, and we can tell the story for you.
And if anyone's in the Knoxville area or whatever area it is, I don't care if you're in fucking Colorado and listening and you love this show and you want to throw out some flyers in your local area for us, we'd love for you to do it. Any help we can get is wonderful.
We would appreciate the help, all the help we can get.
Here's the deal, though. And this is not, once again, this is no disrespect to Minor 9. Because this isn't, out to Minor 9. This is more of an anguish of, it's not just Minor 9. Jay Storm Project was supposed to come on. And, he told me straight out, well, hey, I was, confused and everything. And I thought it was 11 a.m. and not p.m. and everything. And that's wonderful. But then you reschedule. And then you tell me at 9:30 in the morning when I'm working my other job that, I'd like to come in. No, I can't do that. I can't lose out on the money I need to make because people don't take, us seriously and whatnot. And people, there's some people out there that don't realize what a great outlet we are and how we're, different from other people. I'm not saying we're the best out there, and I'm not saying, I'm the best DJ out there. I'm far from fucking the best DJ out there. If you listen to the interview mix last night, as far as DJs, I guarantee Jack would be like, no, don't quit your day job.
Yeah, we aren't the best out there, but, we try our hardest. We do the best we can. And we try to give everybody an equal chance,
I will tell you one thing. As far as, getting things out there, you will not find, and this is no disrespect to Chrissy D because she does her thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but you will not find a harder person out there that works their tail off than me. You will not.
Let me tell you something. I will give my husband credit after credit after credit. This man will work his day job, and then when he's in between his day job,
I work splits.
Right, because he works split. There you go. That's what I was trying to explain. When he works his split and he's done with his split and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, he's on here checking for the bands to get information for them or whatever else. And he'll sit up the night before and get information on them also. So, he works his tail off.
Some people say I don't sleep.
No, he doesn't.
So I must have been born a vampire because I don't sleep.
He listens to, if we do our show tonight, he'll listen to the show. And he'll find out information on the next band that we have coming. And he'll do about 50,000 other things. Yeah,
I'm putting things over on Craigslist. Matter of fact, I have 5, restaurants up in Knoxville that said, hey, we support what you do. You can put up a flyer up there.
That's pretty awesome. I give them a shout out to them.
As long as the thing is when we when we have it in the businesses though.
We just can't mention where the band's going to be playing.
Exactly, because we can't create any kind of environment. We can mention links on where the band can, where people can go, check out where their events are. We just can't mention the events.
Exactly, because it wouldn't be fair to the restaurants that we are putting posters in their restaurants for.
Unless it's like a concert, if you haven't heard, Fury Fest is going on this Saturday. It's going on from 12 a.m. I wish. 12 p.m. to, I think, around 6, 7. You have 4 talented bands. You have Minor 9 who goes on at 12. They will be on at 12. And then you have Omega Down who did an interview during a tornado warning or watch or whatever the hell you want to call it, the bad freaking electrical storm, and it was pretty crazy and whatnot, but they're going to be on at 2:30. I believe it's either 2 or 2:30. I believe it is. I'm getting the information now as we speak. It is.
Are we on Jeopardy or something?
I don't have the fucking information. All right. I'm going to get it right now, though. But they will be on at, I believe it's 2:30. And then there's some, other great bands, that are going to be, on afterwards. And that is 1,000 Plane Raid is on at 4 o'clock. And then White Stag is on at 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
I know we'll definitely... Oh, I apologize. Minor 9 is not on at 12 o'clock. They actually go on at 1 o'clock.
Oh, whoopsie. You would have missed them.
They go on at 1 o'clock, but the doors open at 12 o'clock. So people have to get in anyway.
Oh, yeah. You got to get in there. And you want to, I'm sure, check out some of the other stuff that's there, too.
Exactly. It's a packed show and, everything else. You want to get there early. So you definitely want to get there by 12 anyway. But Minor 9 goes on at 1 o'clock. And Omega Down goes on at 2:30. And then you've got 1,000 Plane Raid at 4 p.m. And you got White Stag at 5 p.m. And this is, over at Chehaui Park. And for tickets are sold right there at Gate 13. That's
okay.
Gate 13. And the tickets are only $3. Where else can you go for fucking $3?
$3, really? Where can you take the family for $3?
Exactly.
That you can get out and do something, and there's other things there besides just the bands.
Exactly, but, for the show, it's $3, and it's an all-ages show. So you can bring your kids.
Exactly. I'm sure there's other things for the kids to do, so they don't have to just watch the bands.
Or they may just want to watch the bands.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on what you feel like. Do you have a problem with
kids wanting to watch a band?
Oh, no. I don't. I'm just saying whatever the parents want to do, it's up to them.
But it's all about having fun. And, it's a Saturday, $3, free parking. Where else are you going to be?
Exactly.
You want to be at Fury Fest.
Yeah, you definitely want to check it out.
Because if you're a guy, because there's a lot of hot females going.
There you go. Go and look at them.
If you're a girl, it's because there's a lot of sexy guys going.
Yeah, hey, you might meet the hot guy of your dreams. Who knows?
So that's why you want to be there. For those that can't be there, let's go ahead and let's do it again. Let's play Minor 9 one more time. And we're going to play Unite because this song is just very powerful. Well, the first time I heard this song, I was like, wow. It's kind of like a ballad and, but at the same time, it's like a tearjerker, but like on real life, not just on...
baloney that's made up. Yes, it's real life. It's something that somebody they either went through or they went through themselves.
Or we're all going through because,
exactly.
In my eyes, it's kind of like, the Homeland, security taking over and saying, fuck the people. That's how I'm seeing it. But you make your own judgment. Here's Unite by Minor 9. We'll be back in a minute. Or actually 3.
Isn't the way
This is Too Local Radio. This is 865 on your Spreaker dial. Too Local Radio. Or 86.5. Now you get where the 865 came from.
Yep. Local Radio.
Now, I'm going to tell you, that is a very powerful fucking song.
Yes, it is. It really is definitely a very powerful song.
You know, it starts off like it's a sad, depressing song, and then as you get into it, it's like, it's kind of like, all right, we're going to rebel.
Yeah, exactly. And then it gets kind of sad again towards the end.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, it's not really... You know, it basically, like when it says it's not the way that we wanted.
Exactly.
You know? But it's real. And that's what I liked about it. And then when they, had, the storm fucking shit up and technical difficulties, it really pissed me off because it's like, well, here's a talented band and I wanted to get them on before they do the Fury Fest. And, to tell their story and, tell people what these songs are about before they go out, to the great show.
Exactly.
And see them. But
exactly.
That didn't happen. Maybe, if they're listening, maybe tomorrow at like 8 or 9, we could squeeze them in. So that's just something to throw out there. I'm supposed to be officially off from my other job, on a Thursday. I may go in. I probably will go in, at least a morning. But if they want to do it at like 8 or 9 o'clock, I can do it.
Exactly. We'd love to have them because, like I said, we still want to hear their story. And, we love playing their music.
Or even at 10. But it would have to be over by 11 because... Tomorrow we have Ken from Absalon. If you never heard of Absalon, they are a phenomenal band out of Orlando, Florida. And they tour all over.
Do they? That's cool.
A wide fan base. And, it's not just a music story. If you go on Ken's, actual page, you'll see that he's a Freemason as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to Ken and, hearing about, his story and everything. It should be really interesting to hear about it.
And we actually, Tempo and Snow will be here as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if Minor 9 decides, hey, we'd like to do it tomorrow night, we can get tempo and snow out here so everybody would be able to, do it.
Exactly. We want to have everybody participate.
Exactly. But if they can't, they can't. It is what it is. But here is the deal. The reason I'm not mad at mine or not, it fucking storms. But you know what? Sometimes I just want to say, fuck you, Storm. Because, I don't want anything to happen. But my dumb ass and my crazy ass, there could be a fucking, a severe storm outside or a tornado outside of here. All right, yeah, don't come in here. I'm doing a show.
Yeah, do you mind the tornado? You don't have an appointment. Can you keep it going somewhere else?
Yeah, can you reschedule for somewhere else?
Yeah.
And I literally would say that. Nobody ever accused me of being insane.
Yeah, there you go.
But then and again they could say, yeah, but on that show you took off. Well, that's because it wasn't just, it's not just me. When there's other people involved, it's just like when you're with your family, you want to make sure that your family's safe.
Exactly. I mean, we do have a child, and we do need to keep our children safe. Our child safe, whatever, however you want to put it. And,
we have a bunny as well.
Well, yes, and our bunny is definitely more our child also.
But, the whole thing, though, is if I was by myself, fuck it. You come at the window, hey, I'm doing a show here. Leave me the fuck alone.
Step off there, Mr. Tornado.
And my buddy Tim's like, you're full of shit. You would have been running down the road.
Oh, knowing Tim, he might try to fight with the darn tornado.
Yeah, Tim would try to fight with them.
Tim would put up his dukes and be like, come on, tornado, let's fight. Let's get at it.
You ain't messing with me, tornado. That's what he said.
Yeah, he probably would.
Or dumbass Tony would do the same thing.
Dumbass Tony would be trying to grab the bottom of the tornado and fling it or something.
So, but these are real people we know, and they're awesome people.
They're good, really good friends of ours, family. And we like to joke all the time about them. We like to have them as part of the show, too.
Yeah, and our buddy Ruben would be like, fuck you, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone.
That's right. Ruben be yelling at it in Spanish. He'd be calling all kinds of dirty names in Spanish, I guarantee.
So, I mean, it is what it is. But here's the deal. Not to harp on this, because I've been harping on this, but when things bother you, you have every right. This is not, about mine or nine. Jay Storm, project, as I explained before, he's a good dude. He apologized and everything. But twice. So he's just going to wait.
Exactly. I mean, I can see once, but come on, twice? Really?
Especially when he's like, well, just reschedule. I got you. And then we reschedule, and he still don't show up.
It's like, hello, I can't keep rescheduling you.
Thankfully, Jack Nichols was able to, do a fill-in.
Thankfully, yeah. We love to have Jack Nichols on, of course. We love to have all our bands on that come on.
But, I guess people are starting to realize who we are. Because, we had this guy, a fantastic, dude. He's doing his own thing. From New York City, matter of fact. And he says, sends me a generic thing saying, hey, we're looking for shows to put on our, to put up on, our site. Talented shows.
Right.
And we haven't heard anything of your show. We're just throwing this out there to everybody.
That's exciting,
well,
though.
I said it back to him, and then, I didn't hear from him for a day, so I'm like, all right, well, maybe I was being an ass. So I explained to him that, I'm not being an ass. And he got back to me this morning, and he's like, you know what, we love your stuff, and we'd love to have you on. So unless he, reneges and, or changes his mind in any way, we will soon be on the Button Roach, entertainment.
Yeah, I don't see them changing their mind. I'm sure they're looking forward to having us on, and we're looking forward to being on.
But that is a huge step because New York City's not a joke.
Very big step, very big step. And, we thank them, very much for it. We're very grateful for the chance.
Yeah, we're very grateful for an opportunity to reach out to more. And like I told, the artists that we've had on, if I can get them airplay as well, if we can, get them, a shot to have their video or their song up on there as well, it's not about us. It's about everybody. You scratch our back, we scratch yours. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, that's what happens. You've got to, help each other out. If we don't help each other out, then you know what? Who's going to help you? That's the way I look at it. Exactly.
So we're going to be, on a new outlet as well. Well, I mean, we're still going to be on Spreaker. But, we're going to be, uploading, some shows up there, and more people are going to know who the hell we are.
Exactly. And we're looking forward to them knowing who we are.
Exactly. We have a lot of, talent and whatnot. And, Tempo's listening to this. Hey, surprise.
Hey, Tempo, piss on you, buddy.
You should have answered your damn phone. All right.
I told him piss on you so he knows that we're thinking of him.
But the whole thing, I'm going to end this topic in a minute. But the whole thing is if you want, to share your story and you want, people to know who the fuck you are, then you need to show up for your appointments.
That's right. That's the way it is. I mean, you start a job, you know what? You can't say, okay, well, I start Monday. Okay, I'll be there. And then Monday, 5 o'clock, let's say you're supposed to be in, you don't show. And well, guess what? You lose your job. I mean, you got to show up. And same thing with when you promise to be somewhere, anywhere,
And the difference about us, even if you don't show up.
Oh, we will give you a second chance. I'm not saying we won't.
No, it's not even that. If complications happen, you can't show up or whatever, at least let us know what the fuck is going on. But we'll still try to promote you.
Oh, yeah.
We'll still play your music and everything because we're very grateful that, you chose to, broadcast your stuff off our, our station and our show rather than somebody else.
Exactly, but I just didn't want them to think that, we're going to say, oh, well, you didn't show up, forget you. We're not like that. Yeah, and I wanted them to know that.
We're not like that, but if it's consecutive,
yeah,
then, there has to be something because you're letting down the fan base and you're letting down people that are listening to the show that expect this. They don't want to hear excuses.
Exactly. They want to hear the interview.
If you, like you said, if you just started a job, your boss don't want to hear excuse your second day. Well, my car broke. They don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Oh, my car broke down. My mother was sick. The dog had to go to the vet. Look at you like, yeah, okay, goodbye.
And if you're on car radio, like FM radio, and you pull a no-show on them, forget it. You're done.
WPLR would look at you and be like, yeah, okay. We don't need you.
Or 94.3 out here or 104.5.
Exactly. Any of them. I mean, I'm just using an example. But, yeah, of course. Nobody wants to hear excuses.
Excuses are like assholes. Everyone has one.
Will you stop thinking? Were you in my brain or something? Because I was just thinking the same thought.
So people are going to look at, the title and be like, environmental storms blow me, bitch. That just means that the show will go on. I don't give a fuck if it's a snowstorm. We're from Connecticut. We're used to fucking snow. We're used to rain.
We're used to thunder, lightning, all that.
Though I have to say that it was pretty sick. But you know what was a sick part out of everything? Here it is fucking, we have like a fucking tornado fucking warning or a watch or, it touched down like in a part of Tennessee, not where we were at though.
Thankfully, yeah.
But here I am, I'm freaked out during that time. But afterwards, you think I'm thinking about being freaked out? No, I'm pissed off because we didn't video camera it.
I know.
For all our, friends back, in Connecticut as well as Jacksonville.
Exactly, for them to see it, yeah. And I mean, Tempo and Snow were nice enough to let us, go to their house and, get away from the storm, which was absolutely fantastic. We appreciate it.
Exactly. We're, very grateful. But the whole thing is, I'm still pissed. I'm pissed that we didn't camera it because it was so amazing. It was freaky as fuck. But it was so amazing the fact that it was non-stop, electric.
It was electric.
Electrifying.
There you go. The word I was looking for was electrifying.
It's electric.
You can feel the electric in the air. It's like, I have seen movies about tornadoes, and when they say that, I never knew what they meant until I came out here and we had our first tornado warning.
Hello, I'm trying to sing. It's electric.
Please don't sing. Oh, my God. I am so sorry, everybody. He's singing.
No, that was not me singing. And most of the time on the show, that's not me singing. That's just me
No, that's just him fooling around and me, of course, deciding to, break his balls like I always do.
But I can't sing like these bands anymore. I smoke too damn much. I ain't gonna lie. But I got bad nerves. I got fucking narcolepsy.
Okay, well, this is not the Dr. Phil hour, please.
If I wanted to be the Dr. Phil hour,
this is not the Dr. Phil hour, Mr. Whine and Complain.
I'm not whining and complaining. I'm being real.
Yes, you are.
What, people don't have fucking issues?
Yeah, people have issues, but they don't come on here to listen to your issues.
So the next time your fucking back is all fucked up, I'm be like, Go complain to somebody else. Here's a quarter. Call somebody who cares.
Well, no, I'm talking about on the show there, darling.
Oh, so it happens to you, it's okay. But if it's me, typical woman. No disrespect.
Nah, we love each other. Like I said, we joke around a lot. That's just our, how we are.
But, the whole thing about it is, it is easy to look at the negative side of things.
It is really easy, too.
But that's just life fucking with you. Whenever you're doing something good, life will fuck with you.
Of course. But that's when you've got to not let life fuck with you. Because when it does, you got to say, just ain't happening.
No, bitch. I'm taking control of my life.
Exactly.
You didn't create me, so you're not going to destroy me.
You know what? That's very true. I have a friend who is mentally challenged, as she puts it. And this girl actually went to college. And I'm really proud of her. That's kind of cool. So, you know what? She doesn't let nothing stop her. Nobody else should either.
And they wanted to hear that. Why?
Because I think that's pretty damn cool. When somebody tells you because you're mentally challenged and you need a little extra help with stuff. And people tell you all your life you can't do something, then you turn around and you do it. That's why that takes a lot of props.
But really, what is mentally challenged? Here we go.
What is mentally challenged?
Here we go.
Nobody's perfect.
Mentally challenged to me, is a label that they put on people that they don't understand.
That's exactly what it is. You know that? That's exactly what it is. People don't understand how these people think and act and how they are, so they label them. They're just the same as everybody else. They got feelings and good heart, just like everybody else. And the friend I was talking about is a very good-hearted person, And I give the girl props.
And what's detrimental is sometimes we get pissed off, account of things. And just say stupid things like retard and shit like that, which is uncalled for.
Nobody should be labeled a retard. Retard is a rotten word.
Well, I mean,
that's like calling a black person the N-word. I apologize to all the Spanish people. It's like calling a Spanish person a spick or an Italian a guinea. It's disrespectful to them.
How are you gonna explain to me this?
How am I going to use that as an example?
Not going to use the N-word, what that stands for, but you're going to go around and you're going to say what the Spanish word means.
My son's Puerto Rican. That's why.
Oh, well, that's still...
But you know what?
Are you Puerto Rican? No, you're not.
So what? Anyways, I love Puerto Rican people. They're fantastic people. They are. And so are, the Italians and the blacks. I don't disrespect anybody. I'm just saying it's the same thing as calling them out their names.
And you know
How
what?
would you like it? They wouldn't like it.
You know what? I was called not a cracker, because anybody that called a white person a cracker doesn't know the old fucking term. We were honkies back in the day.
Yep.
White people were honkies, not crackers.
Exactly.
You call me a saltine, I'll be like, yum, yum.
I didn't know I was edible.
Exactly.
But seriously.
I'd be like, come here, boy.
Like you said, honey, labels are for jars, and people need to leave them on the jars and stop putting them on people. People are people. Everybody's the same. We all bleed. We all have feelings. You know what? Start looking out for other people's feelings and stop making fun of people because of their little bit of difference.
I look at it like this. If somebody from a different color calls me a name, I have every right to call them that name back.
Well,
I mean, hold on. Neither of us have the right to call either anything because it's wrong.
Right.
However, two wrongs don't make a right. They make a left, and this
ain't NASCAR. Exactly. But you know what? Not only that, but I'm gonna use Shannon as an example, who's a friend of mine from high school. And if he called me a name, let's say he called me a honky, I wouldn't call him out his name, because you know what? I'd be the better person and I'd walk away. So that's how I look at things. And I've gone to school with blacks, whites, Hispanics, all different people in high school. And it didn't matter. We didn't call each other out their names. We call people, hey John, hey Paul, hey Chris, hey whoever. We always talk to each other the right way. You don't call somebody out their name. You don't make fun of somebody because they're different. My friend's nephew gets picked on every day at school because he's in middle school, because he's a little different, because he's a little slower, he's a little quieter, or maybe he doesn't do things the way they do things, or he doesn't think the way they think. You know what? Wake up, people. That's not the way you treat each other. You need to get a lesson on how to treat each other a little bit better.
But I'm a guy.
But I don't care. You don't call somebody out their name. You don't call somebody a retard.
If somebody fucking calls me names, I'm going to call them names right back, because I have every fucking right, because they just piss me the fuck off.
Well, you know what? Then that means if somebody walked up to me and said, hey, you freaking retard, I'm gonna call them it back. No, I'm going to be the better person. I'm going to walk away and say, you know what? I'm not stooping to that person's level, because that's not the way to be.
Yeah, well, you're not me.
No. I'm a woman, and I don't find it respectful. I mean, that's just how I am. I try not to.
I mean, I try calling everybody an asshole. Ever since I watched the movie Die Hard.
Yep.
And he's like, well, you were trying to call me this. No, I was trying to call you an asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
The movie with the baby, where the guy teaches the baby, when he's babysitting the baby. What was that? Meet the Faulkners, I think it was.
Asshole.
The baby he's sitting there, and the guy calls, I don't know what he was doing. He called something an asshole, and the baby goes, asshole, asshole. Meanwhile, this baby would not talk for nothing the whole time. The only word that baby picked up was asshole. Nice.
See, but I've been saying I want to get a parakeet and teach him to go, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Well, get an African gray, because
and fuck you, mother.
Let me tell you something.
You're a motherfucker and a daughter fucker.
Well, okay, my she's actually my best friend. She lives in Florida, and her mother has an African gray.
Would that make us all pedophiles, though, if you think about it?
What?
Right? Everybody's got a mother, right?
Right.
So technically you're a daughter.
Yeah.
So you'd be a daughter fucker.
I guess so.
So I guess we're all pedophile. No, we're not.
It's a joke. He's just making fun of the fact that we are all somebody's daughter, you know?
Exactly.
But anyways, my friend's mother has an African gray, and when they lived in Connecticut...
And if somebody said I'm a son of a bitch, I'd be like, hell yeah, I am.
Can you let me finish? So...
I can, but
when they were living in Connecticut, they had her son had his girlfriend over at the time. You know, they were real young. This is a long time ago. And the lady spoke broken English. She was from Italy. And so she walked over and she's like, oh, what a nice bird. You know, the bird came out and called her an asshole. Because our friend George decided that he was going to teach the bird to cuss. So now this bird would sit there and come out with every cuss word under the sun.
You're an asshole, you pizza pie.
Let me tell you, this bird will look at you and go, asshole, motherfucker, fuck you. I'm like, yeah, nice, thanks. I'm like, thanks, Skippy. So after a while, I just walk by the bird's cage. I'm like, fuck you too, Skippy.
Yeah, let me clarify what I said before. I am not racist in any way, shape, or form. I have every right to be racist, and I'm going to explain why. I grew up as one of the only 3 white kids in the whole neighborhood. I was called a honky and called all kinds of racial terms because I was white.
What happened when you were a child and what you happen now is not... So it's 2 different things. It does not give you a right to be racist. Nobody has a right to be racist to anybody.
But the point being is if there was a motive for somebody to be, that would be a motive for being picked on just because
you know what, though? I had a dude breaking into my house. I also had another dude.
I'm not asking for your fucking opinion. I'm telling you what I'm thinking.
I had 2 different black guys. Another one threatened to rape and kill me and my friend. Well, because he was drunk. But
that
you know what?
Nothing to do with me.
It doesn't make it right for me to be racist, so I'm not racist.
That's not the point I was trying to say. The point I was trying to say is...
What was your point?
I had a motive because I was picked on the entire time for being white. And yes, people get picked on for being white. It's not just black people that got picked on, believe it or not. I'm just clarifying that. All right, so anyway, I grew up though and realized, that everybody's the fucking same. And at the end of the day, everybody bleeds fucking red. Unless they're a fucking alien, then they bleed fucking green. Or, if their blood is frozen, they bleed blue.
Exactly.
But, but since everybody, bleeds the same fucking color, how the fuck are you any different than me?
Exactly.
It's just like I'm not really starstruck.
People need to be more self-conscious of what's going on around them, the people around them. If you see somebody being bullied, yeah. You know what? Go stick up for that person. Don't let them be bullied. Go tell a teacher. Beat the crap out of the person. Whatever you got to do. Because you know what? Nobody should be bullied. I don't like that crap.
Bullied...
Nobody should be racist and nobody should be bullied.
But bullied... Here's the deal with bullied. Okay? What is really bullied and what is not? When you've got boys together, okay? And boys will be boys. Boys are reckless.
No, that's an excuse. That's another excuse because you know
what?
How
the fuck is it an excuse when it's real?
A bunch of boys are getting together and they know that they're a little bit bigger or a little bit stronger or whatever the case might be, and they're going to pick on a boy because he's a little slower or he's a little different. Yeah, that's bullying. My friend's nephew is a little bit slower in school. So it takes him a little bit longer to learn things.
It's got nothing to do with that.
But he's smart in his own way.
No. You're letting your own hidden agenda, ruin my whole conversation. My conversation was the fact of boys are rough. Boys mentally are grown to be tough. And their parents will whoop the shit out of them if they're not.
Very true.
You call you know what? If you tried to call the law on my uncle, he'd be like, all right, call the law. I'm gonna beat your ass before the law gets there, and then the minute the law leaves, I'm gonna beat your ass again.
Yeah, he would.
And that's how all my family was. But boys are reckless. Boys are, I'm understanding the situation you're saying.
Right, it depends.
But that's not every situation.
No. I'm saying, but if that's the situation, where it's a bigger boy picking on a little boy or 2 boys picking on one boy, yeah, then that's bullying. But if it's a bunch of boys and they're just, fooling, and you can tell they're literally just fooling around, wrestling, that's different. Boys will wrestle. Boys are going to wrestle.
But you have to, say, well, what the point, where is the bullying and where is not the bullying? See, there is a line. I mean, if somebody is, with a bunch of friends and they go pick on a random dude, yeah, that's bullying.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm
somebody's,
talking about.
slow and, minding their business and they go beat them up, that's bullying. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
But in the cases of if somebody ran their mouth and you go beat their ass with your boys and they're all there, that's not bullying. That's
no,
the person
then they
ran
their mouth and they should have, kept their mouth shut.
But some people call that bullying. That's not bullying. In Connecticut, a fair fight is 10-on-1. Ask anybody.
That's true. I've grown up in Connecticut, and yes, it is very much so.
And this is anybody that can testify from up north. They can testify to this. They'll say, let's have a fair one. You go to the fair one. Within 5 minutes, everybody's boys jumping in. But I thought it was a fair one.
Exactly. I mean, there were fights in high school when I was in high school, and, it would be start out 2 boys fighting, and, of course, 5 of his boys would jump in, 10 of the other guys' boys would jump in, and it would be just a big train wreck. So, yeah.
Or 13-on-1. You never know.
Exactly. You never know.
But if you're 13-on-1 and you grab a bat, you stand a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've hurt quite a few people.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's times where, it would be where a kid was running his mouth and he got his ass beat. Or it was a case of the kid being bullied, or it was just a case of boys being boys and just playing around. That's
what I'm saying. Boys roughhouse.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm not saying they don't.
Where is the point of bullying and where is not? Because if they're playing football... if
you're playing football and somebody gets hurt, I'm going to look at you and go, well, you know what? You play football. That's what happens.
And somebody tackles you and then you get up and they tackle you again. Well, maybe they just felt like tackling. They were trying their tackling skills. As I'm over here laughing. But, I mean, bullying is a big thing. But the only reason bullying is a big thing is because people are too fucking sensitive.
Yeah.
That's a topic I want to get into. And I'm going to get into that right after we play another song by Minor 9 because I can't get enough of their music. And I'm really just disappointed that they weren't here. This is Stabbed. 88.65 or 86.5 on your Spreaker dial. This is Too Local Radio.
Wicked one, carnal mind, a sick and twisted point of view. You ran away, you think you're safe, but I'll get even with you. The lonely one refused to smile. His pessimistic point of view. The knives are stuck halfway in my best friend. Just go ahead and push through. I'll get even with you.
All right, we're back, and I was supposed to talk about something, and I forgot what I was supposed to talk about.
I hate that. That happens, though. What are you going to do?
That's just like one of them fucking brain freezes. You're wondering what the fuck is going on.
That it is.
I know we were talking about bullying and then, you know,
Yeah, but let's get on to a
difference.
happier note, you know?
Well, the happier note is, you know, that we're going to be, you know, on that new outlet.
I can't wait. That's
And
exciting
the
as
happier
anything.
note that we've got, you know, a bunch of, you know, bars
Fantastic.
up in Knoxville
Yep.
that are, you know, going to be putting flyers up for us.
Yeah, and we definitely appreciate that they're going to.
And
Thank-
Reverb gave us a free campaign thing, so we're campaigning our site as well.
That's awesome.
Well, probably because they see all the hard work and all the freaking messages I'm sending. You know how hard it is to send a fucking message with the fucking capitals?
No, I don't.
Them fucking capitals drive me fucking up the wall. Because you think you put the word it right, and the word's fucking so stupidly scrambled that, okay, that you finish your message, you put in the fucking, you know, hieroglyphics, fucking words, the two words, and then it says, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, blow me, bitch. What the fuck?
There you go. Yeah, blow me, bitch, just because I'm wrong. No, you're fucking wrong. That's it.
You know, and so you got to do it again and again and again. It's like the fucking Energizer Bunny. It's like I want to just kick him and be like, all right, you're going to keep going, motherfucker?
And he still goes and goes and goes.
All right, for all them gamers out there, I'm going to change a happy subject.
There you go.
That are, you know, pissed off because, you know, the PlayStation's so much fucking cheaper than the Xbox. Microsoft has announced that they are going to have an Xbox connectless, which makes me wonder, why the fuck did they include the Kinect to begin with?
Because it was something, a gimmick they were trying out, and they realized it's not working.
Nobody wanted this shit.
That's why. They're realizing it's not working. So they figure, well, we might as well start making them without the Kinects then.
You know, and that's going to be for $400. So it's
Exactly. So
$100
it's cheaper. Yeah.
They should have done that from the get-go.
They should have gave you the option. If you want to buy the Xbox without it, then you know what? It's this much, $400.
And we're talking about the Xbox One, not the 360.
Exactly, the Xbox One. You know, if you want to buy the Xbox One without it, then it's $400. If you want to buy it with it, it's $500. If you want to buy it separate, then you know it's how much ever you want, 100 or whatever the hell it is. You know, for it. You know, I mean, some people may want it, some people may not.
And while I'm doing like things that we love, I have to give hats off to my Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, we definitely have to give hats off to our Jaguars.
We got a
love them.
quarterback, and I hope he fucking plays game fucking one. I cannot stand fucking. It's not that Henny sucks. It's just he's Dr.
Yes,
Jekyll
he does.
and fucking Mr. fucking Hyde. It's like he gets on a fucking hot streak and then does something extremely stupid. Like there'll be none of our fucking wide receivers in the area, and I'll throw the ball over there anyway. Like he's saying,
Henny, pay the hell attention, dude.
like he's saying, "Hey, Dora, we're in the middle of a fucking show here. Stop opening."
Maybe
And
I don't know. Maybe he's got ADHD and
if
he
it's Randy,
just can't pay
if it's
attention.
Randy, okay, well, it's your house, so you can come by.
No, it's this wall that because of the way the studio is. When you lean on the wall, the door automatically opens. It's crazy, but that's how it is, you know? What are you going to do?
So, but yeah, they had a terrific draft. They drafted a quarterback. Then we got a couple wide receivers.
That's awesome.
And then we found out Justin Blackman is gone.
Yep.
Which sucks because he had all the talent in the world and a bag of rocks in the brain.
Exactly. How do you not do what you're supposed to do and think it's a joke and take your career as a joke? Well, guess what, dude? Keep thinking your career is a joke and your career is going to be down the toilet.
But, I mean, how do you lose, like, fucking $12 million? Is fucking booze that... I understand that alcoholism is a drug, basically.
Yeah, it's an illness, basically.
It's a fucking drug. You depend on it.
Yes, but it becomes an illness to where you can't, you know... A drug, or illness, whatever you want to put it, you can't live without it. And it's just, you know what? Really, you're going to lose $12 million over alcohol?
But he got caught the second time, and he lost all his fucking money.
Sorry, but...
fucking $1 million.
You know what? Sorry, but he deserved it then.
You know?
Stupid him, because you know what? You should have learned the first time and did what you were supposed to.
But he's going to be reinstated sometime this year, and he's done. The Jags are done with
He don't need to be reinstated until he can take his job seriously.
Well, I mean, they're
Blackman, grow up, take your job seriously, then you deserve to be reinstated. I'm sorry.
And then once he does, hopefully maybe this is just a smoke screen and the Jags are actually going to play him. Which they should, because if they let him go for peanuts just because he had fucking issues...
You're right about that. Yeah, you're right. Because, I mean, he is very talented, and I am very much I am a Justin Blackman fan. It's just
he demands double and triple teams, for a wide receiver. But anyway, moving.
He just makes me mad because he keeps doing these silly things, and he's such a good player.
That's what happens.
Yep.
It's what happens when people let outside things affect their lives.
Yep. And they let that money affect them because they say, "Oh, I make all this money now. I could do this," and you know what I'm saying.
But the reason I brought that up because that brings up a good topic.
Yes.
The whole thing is. I'm tired of saying the whole thing. I need to say something new.
Well, find something new then.
The big picture is this.
Okay, the big picture. Now we're gonna hear about the big picture, everybody.
Probably 300 million times in a row.
What's the big picture there, darling?
How many people have had the opportunity of a lifetime and fucking blew it?
I'm sure many people, many more people than we know, I mean, look at all the, you'll hear actresses, you'll hear, singers and stuff like that have had millions of dollars and blew it. DWIs, drugs, this, that, the other. No, but I'm saying, but it's not only Blackman. He's not the only one.
No, that's not what I was saying. It's just, normal people do it all the time.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm sure they've blown big chances and stuff. Everybody's made mistakes, But Blackman's made two. And I'm not downgrading him. I love, the Jags and everything. It's just, it makes me mad that he's doing this, for such a silly reason.
Here's the thing I want to tell people. Or I want to talk about. I'm not telling people shit. Because they're like, who the fuck are you to tell me shit, motherfucker?
Exactly.
But I know from experience, don't shoot yourself in the fucking foot.
No, definitely don't. It's not worth it.
Metaphorically speaking, don't shoot yourself. Physically don't shoot yourself in the foot either.
My uncle did that. One of my uncles.
Don't be a cheddar bob. But... Here's how I feel here.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to change up my wordplay here, and it's not working. So I guess it's just me. And
just be you.
Deal with it.
Everybody knows it's you, and they don't care.
Just do it. Nah, fuck
just
you
deal
too.
with it.
All right. So please listen. If you have a job that you want, and you get in trouble for something. Before you think that, what you got in trouble for is hindering you for something, give it a fucking chance. If it does come through and you do, lose the job account of it, at least you gave it a fucking opportunity.
Exactly.
I would have ended up working over for, an emergency dispatch, which I wanted to.
Right.
Not as a cop.
No.
But as, one of them security, alarm companies.
Yeah, basically answering the phone when somebody's alarm goes off. Basically, he'd be the one answering the phone saying, hello, Mrs. So-and-so, do you have an emergency or whatever the case was?
Yeah, do you have an emergency? Yeah, you do. All right, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're fired. You can't fire me because I quit. But anyway, I would have had a great job, working for, I think it was Brinks.
Yeah.
Home security and whatnot. But what happened was I had pending charges, which I thought that were going to, screw with me. So I said, you know what, I may have pending charges. And they're like, well, if you think you have pending charges, well, then we can't accept you. But we really wanted to.
Yeah.
So I shot myself in the foot. And that was after I had an opportunity. I just got out of, computer school. And I had an opportunity with this company, installing alarm systems and installing all this shit. They were looking for a computer guy. And they said, well, the only problem is if you do have some kind of warrant or, some kind of record, a major felony, that there's gonna be a cease and desist order, and you're no longer allowed to work.
Yeah.
Finds out after the case that they never went through. The charges never stuck.
Exactly. How are they going to?
So the charges didn't stuck, and I lost out on fucking jobs because you can't tell them. Well, the charges didn't. No, they're gonna be like, no. The fact that you were just tells us that you're fucking unreliable.
Exactly.
Whether that's the case or not, people are so quick to judge. And what sucked is it's like, okay, I went through fucking 3 interviews.
Yeah.
Which I never understood that concept. I will never understand the fucking concept of
why 3
interviews.
interviews? That's what I don't understand either. Even when you go for a job for working in a store, you have to go for 2 interviews. I'm like, why? I never understood that.
I think it's because the first jerk off couldn't figure out if they wanted to hire you. So they brought you over to the second jerk off that don't even belong with their own job, but
I think the first jerk off didn't know what he was doing.
They still don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, the first jerk off don't know what he's doing, so he sends you the second jerk off who still doesn't know what he's doing. And he's even worse than the first one. Really? Come on. I mean, what's up with these people?
Well, here's the deal. I could have worked for Comcast, but I couldn't shut my mouth.
What do you mean you couldn't shut your mouth?
Because I'm a proud Jags fan.
Okay, and
they said, well, what benefits would you have, being for the company rather than somebody else?
Right.
And she's looking at me like, really? You could have worked for fucking Comcast, you motherfucker. But yeah, I said no disrespect, but I'm a Jags fan. I'm down with the Bolt City Brigade, and
we are,
and I can relate to the Jags fan where other people can't, because I could share Jags stories and get them to re-enlist in the freaking cable.
Exactly. You find somebody else who was a Jags fan. Hey, they got this or that for the Jags, and then they might be like, "Oh, really?" You'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get that company."
Well, of course, the fucking head manager fucking runs it. It's a fucking Tebow fan, and you know how us Jags fans feel about fucking Tebow.
Oh God, Tebow.
And what was funny was the interviewer
hang him by his balls.
That originally was freaking, did the first interview looked just like fucking Tim Tebow. I'm like, fuck.
Oh God, that's funny.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes you think that sometimes you just gotta shut up.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, yeah, this benefits, but they may not see the same way, so.
Yeah, well, now for future references.
I'm never going to shut up, so it doesn't matter.
True.
But I'm just trying to say, for people that have opportunities, don't be like me and shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, you should have kept your mouth shut. You know why? Because if there was no charges pending, you would have had the job. I would have kept my mouth shut, and if something showed up, then I would be
But
like,
it would
okay.
have broke my heart so bad if I had the fucking job of my dream. If I could fucking speak.
The job of his dreams, and he lost it. I can understand that.
And I lost it.
I would rather have had the job of my dreams and lost it than to have never had a chance to even try to work my job of my dreams.
But I mean, I'm lucky to begin with. I've worked. How many people could say? Raise your hand if you can say. And this is any of the people in the audience that listen to it now, 5 years from now, whatever. This show. Raise your hand if you could say that you work for a job that you were doing tech support and you could play video games all day.
No, I never did. Whoops.
And there goes the light. And God said, let there be light. And then I fucked up and I shut it off.
Sorry about that, everybody. My shoulder hit the light switch.
I was freaked out. I'm like, wait a second. They're trying to shut off the fucking show. What the fuck?
Nah, the show ain't going nowhere.
But we were all a part of a thing called Mafia Boss.
Yep.
And then the people that were in Mafia Boss actually created Gangster Big House.
Yeah.
That's how I met,
Oh, that's how you met the guys from Gangster Big House?
Yeah, we were playing Mafia Boss.
Oh, they're a cool bunch of guys, too.
And those are just MMO games.
But you know what? They're a lot of fun. They really were.
Mafia Boss is fucking cheating motherfuckers. But
No, I'm talking about Gangster Big House.
Yeah, Gangster Big House was phenomenal. It's no longer... I don't know what happened, but the server's still down. It's been down for like over fucking 8 months now.
Yeah, it sucks. 'Cause
25,
really
turn on
it.
the fucking servers, you lazy
Yeah, really,
bastard.
25. Come on. What are you doing, 25?
All right, but anyway. They're like 25. Yeah, the admin's name was 25 to Life. It was a prison MMO.
Yeah, so we all had prison names. We were all prisoners.
Yeah, I was a
fun.
different prisoner every month.
Me
Not
too.
every month, but every round, because they'd say, well, don't hide behind a different name. But if I didn't hide behind a different name, I'd talk so much shit that I was in by everybody.
Exactly. I mean, we would just hide and come out, with different names, or we'd have find ways.
Well, my mouth must have ran. 25 loved when I ran my mouth. Because when I ran my mouth, that meant $signs.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end, I was being all nice to people and everything, so there weren't $signs. But then again, people weren't spending like they used to anyway.
No, nobody has the money that they used to have. That's what it is.
But when I ran my mouth, everybody literally would spend hundreds of dollars to try to destroy me.
And try to find him. But they could never find him. Because we were good at hiding and we knew just what to do to keep away from people.
Oh, no. I would go in somebody's group and then the next one go in a different group and then tell the other group what was going on about the other ones.
Shit, I'd go in and I'd be like...
And force an imaginary war. Say that group was talking shit about you.
No, the fun part was one guy would run his mouth. I'd go find him, hunt him down wherever he was. I'd go in, take everything I could out of his cell. And then run my mouth about him and call him all kinds of dirty names.
It was funny when they were all cussing me out. What actually happened, there were about 6 of us, but we were in sync and we all came on at the same time and we destroyed about 40 guys and they were pissed off. And that was after they built. So They all had to rebuild and spend actual money on the game.
Too bad. So sad. Sucks to be you.
And we didn't spend a dime. Well, no, I did. I spent money, but everybody else did.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, other people probably didn't have it,
So I spent, a shitload of money on that, but that was prior to even meeting you.
Oh yeah, I know that.
But
that's how we met. That's how we fell in love. I guess you could say.
I don't give a fuck about some game. Get into something important. The point is, don't shoot yourself in your motherfucking foot. Because you shoot yourself in the motherfucker. And don't act like a know-it-all. Because when you act like a know-it-all, it ends up like with the Jags thing. Yeah, I know that, but they're like, yeah, but we're Tebow fans. You're fucked. And I'm like, oh, shit. That's the one thing I didn't understand, though.
The hell with Tebow.
I don't understand why people don't want to support their own thing.
I want to know is how do people get on there and talk shit about their own team and they're all talking shit and saying stuff about their team. And, and then when their team starts doing good, that's when they talk nice about them.
Here's the thing. We spent, several months out in Jacksonville.
We did. We loved it. It was beautiful.
And why did Ray go out to Jacksonville? Because he's a Jaguar. No other fucking reason.
We went to a couple of Jags games. That's why, and we enjoyed it.
Oh,
we hung out with
we plan on going out this year.
Definitely.
We're probably going to hit the one up in, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Up in Nashville, because it's an excuse to go out to Nashville, and it's an excuse to go watch the Jags.
Oh, definitely.
And then we'll probably hit, like, a home game.
Yep, and we'll go see the Bold City Brigade and hang out with them because they're cool guys.
Yeah, definitely hang out with Charlie.
Definitely hang out with my buddy Charlie. Charlie, I hope Charlie Jr. is doing better. He wasn't feeling well, so I hope everything's going good for him.
All right. But anyway, for anybody that wants to know, the Bold City Brigade is the biggest, fan base as far as the Jaguars fans.
Yes, they are.
They have a rally, which before the game, there's a march up to Everbank. I swear, there's thousands of people marching up to the field to, support the Jags. The same Jags that people say are, need to sell tickets. That's a total fucking lie.
Exactly. It's nice to see all the people that support the Jags.
And then Charlie has made a Jaguar helmet. He created a 12-man shirts, and he's dressed up in all leopard, and everything. And
he has the coolest outfit ever. I love what he wears to the games. It's awesome.
But
gear, I should say.
The point
sorry.
I'm trying to make is the state of Jacksonville, probably before now. Now I think things have changed. Is the state of hip hop in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Is the state of things out here.
Yeah.
People need to learn how to support their own.
Exactly. How do you walk in a Walmart in Jacksonville, Florida, and not see a lot of Jaguars things? I expect to walk into a Walmart and see Jaguar everywhere because that's their team.
I don't care how many years they were losing in a row. That don't make no sense.
It don't matter.
The Raiders lose every year, but if you walk into Oakland, I guarantee.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you're going to see Raider gear everywhere. I guarantee.
Oh yeah, because come on. When you walk into the stores out here in Tennessee, what's the first thing you see?
Well, out here, you see Vols because the Tennessee Vols.
Exactly.
Are right in
You'll
Knoxville.
see Tennessee Vols.
You'll also see the Titans.
Titans, yeah. I was just going to say, and the Titans. But at least they carry their gear for their teams, for their state. They're proud of their state. We need to stand by our team, the Jags. We need to have more Jag gear out there. It's just ridiculous.
And this is not a fanboy about the Jags. This is not the reason I brought this
No,
up.
but I'm saying
when we were down in Jacksonville and I took her, for her birthday to, a comedy show. We were ragged on for over 2 hours for being Jags fans.
Oh yeah, but we enjoyed it.
In Jacksonville.
Yep, but we enjoyed it because you know what? It was just a lot of fun.
But seriously, why would you get ragged on for the home team? Regardless of whether they're winning or losing, in their home
turf. Well, you know what?
Doesn't make no fucking sense.
Because it's a comedy club.
No, but
I'm sure if we went on Raiders turf and we were Raiders fans, for example, we'd get ragged on for being Raiders fans or whatever, the Jets or the Giants or whatever team the person roots for.
And then there's going to be a fight. You do that up north.
I know that, but I'm just saying for an example, it's a comedy club. So I didn't take any harm to it, and I just, let it pass over.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you're in a comedy club and you're talking shit about the Giants, the Jets, the Patriots, or any of them fucking teams out that way.
No, because I've seen it on TV and stuff. Where
That's fucking TV.
No, I'm talking about these are actual comedy clubs.
Whatever.
And they're in the states of wherever the team is that they're picking on, and
whatever.
People laugh and they let it go because it's a comedy club. It's fun.
So
change the subject.
So you're saying you're going to see a lot of Red Sox jerseys making fun of New York and Yankee Stadium?
No, not in the stadium. I'm talking about just in a club where they're
by
comedy
the
club.
Stadium. You're going to see him talk junk.
There's going to be no comedy club next to the stadium. I don't know where the hell you're getting that.
I'm getting that point where, because if you do that, you're looking for a death wish.
Club near the Yankee Stadium.
She knows what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I do.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to admit I'm right. But the point is that people need to stand together for their own local thing.
Exactly,
Whether
they
it's
do.
A football team, a baseball team,
basketball
a musician, a radio show, a radio station. Hint, hint. You know. But the local people, the local businesses, people need to stand together, because if you don't stand, with them, who else is gonna fucking stand with you?
Exactly.
The fucking media ain't gonna stand with you. They got their own people.
Exactly.
And most of the people on the top ain't doing shit, but having other peons run their shit who have their peons, advertise for them.
Exactly. I mean, not that we don't support our team. Sorry, fog in the throat. Out here in Tennessee, because we do. We live here. We have to, of course, support the team where we live, out of respect.
I will not support the Titans.
I was talking about the Vols.
The Vols, yes, all day.
I was talking about the Vols. I wasn't talking about the Titans.
But then again, anybody who's a rival fan will not support another rival.
No, of course not.
Not saying that we don't have friends with people that in other.
Oh yeah, no.
Things. But that's not the point.
You know what? I can say all day, every day. My nephew is a Cowboys fan. Another friend of mine, he's also a Cowboys fan. So, we have friends that are for different teams. My father and my brother are Jets fans. So, what are you going to do?
No. That's not the point I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to say is that people need to band together.
Yeah.
And support what's locally.
Exactly.
The national people already got it handled.
Very true.
It's just like when we were talking with Jack and, talking about, that CT needs to unite, the hip-hop artists.
Yeah. If
they all came together.
CT would be better off, because CT would be able to say to New York, well, you know what? You can't let us come over there and rap. Well, guess what? CT's got their own gang of rappers.
Yeah, we don't need you.
We don't need you. We're doing our own thing.
Yeah, we don't need you.
And then New York will be begging them, oh, can we please come over there and do rap? No, why should we let you?
And those in New York are going to be like, we ain't begging nobody.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, if something's not going right for a particular rapper, let's say in New York, then he may go to Connecticut and say, hey, they're not giving me a chance. Can you give me a chance?
You don't need to re-explain shit to me. I know what you're trying to say. Well, you're
saying it wrong, so.
I'm not saying it wrong.
Well, you were.
Yeah, okay. All right, but on that note, we're going to play some more music. Matter of fact, let's switch over and let's play some hip-hop. I want to hear some hip-hop.
Sounds good.
And we're going to do, let's do Trey Tuck.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And let's do All Eyes on Me.
Sounds good. I like that.
Phenomenal young hip-hop artist out of Connecticut.
And he's very talented, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Trey Tuck, BFA, what up? Summer's gone.
The breeze stops blowing.
Stop flowing.
The sun just leaves the sky.
Yeah. The life that I crave could leave niggas amazed and let them know this rap music isn't just a phase. If you could rock a stage with just a phrase, that's motivation and makes sure I'm seeing better days. All eyes on me, pocket my speakers, my rap's been cold, but this beat gon' heat up. I'm making plans to expand the vision that's at hand. So understand I'm a man that'll do what I can to get what I want, live the way that I want. Somewhere on a boat sporting Yves Saint Laurent. Deep sea diving, a Victor on my wrist. They worry about my business, but can handle they bitch. Focus on your own grind, but don't criticize mine. Cause you don't know what I went through to look like I'm fine. My aim to write vivid words, give sight to the blind. The deaf don't hear it, just always keep the volume high. No silver spoon given, but never been a bum. I never had to rob and steal for a couple bucks. But I remember I had to starve when it came to lunch. My stomach rumbling, feeling the need to throw up. And even though we struggled, we always had enough. We always made it work, made sure to have some fun. Cause this college life will leave you feeling all alone. The older I got, the more I realized life was cold. I make music to connect to the people. Let them know even though my words lethal, deep down we all equal. It's just a sneak preview. BFA hosting, I'm bringing you the sequel. I'm God's son, that's why I gotta keep shining and kill beats like Africans kill for blood diamonds. This is straight rhyming, these niggas Elton Johnin'. Don't take offense to the words when I start LeBronin'. That means I'm going hard, don't need the Viagra. Collecting data till my pockets getting fatter. And I don't want a loaf, I want the whole bakery under the radar. So when I drop it's latent heat. Make no mistake, all my niggas striving to be great. My advice, be safe and always know your place. BFA, these niggas gon' be afraid. Being sick is in my blood like I caught the AIDS. All eyes on me, just watch it be amazed. Straight hip hop awards, no VMAs, nigga. Yeah.
Right, and out of the blue, I said, you know what? Let's do a battle. So that was Trey Tuck.
Okay.
Let's put the people, let's have the people decide who they think is the better artist. Yeah, this is out of the blue. And people are going to be like, what the fuck? You didn't say this at the beginning. Where the hell were you coming up with this from? But, all right, that was Trey Tuck. And let's put him against... Let's make this interesting, shall we? Let's do it. Let's put him against another, great artist that we've had on. And... All right.
One of the good ones, definitely. We have so many.
Okay, now, anybody that knows the backstory of Trey Tuck, he had a phenomenal, interview the other day. His people, were back him and everything. And, he's had one of the most entertaining interviews. And I'm not going to say the only entertaining interview. And I'm in a lot of pain today. My whole freaking chest is like freaking bothering me and shit. I'm looking for a different song, but all right, let's put him against. Let's see here. Let's do it. K Cohiba.
Wake up, rise and grind, it's another day. Let them hate, I'm just a young nigga getting paid. Remember times I had to borrow money for the train. Now I'm boarding planes and they're changing the thing. Wake up, rise and grind, it's another day. Let them hate, I'm just a young nigga getting paid. Put that on my life, I ain't bluffing. Just a youngin' turning nothing to something. Said wake up, rise and grind, wipe the cold from your eyes. About time to show these hypocrites exactly what you made of. Early mornings, late nights, till the days blur. Self-made, swear that all you need is a turn till you're running shit like an acer on an Olympic racer, Indiana pacer. Your time's coming, history's being made from grits at grandma's heading to the Palisades. One paid ass nigga, every day that nigga would grind. Fake friends swear they made that nigga 25-8 cause the payback's quicker. Rocking shows till a nigga making Maybach figures. Yeah, now that's exactly what I'm talking about. Business over pleasure, had the baddest bitches walking out. Mogul minded, I'm about that dough. Getting paid coast to coast with or without that hoe. Whoa, rise and grind, it's another day. I'm just a young nigga getting paid. Remember times I had to borrow money for the train. Now I'm boarding planes and they're changing a thing. Wake up, rise and grind, it's another day. Let them hate, I'm just a young nigga getting paid. Put that on my life, I ain't bluffing. Just a youngin' turning nothing to something. Sacrifice too many nights to just give up on this. Holding out because 100,000 ain't enough for this. Money, 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 I just cannot get enough of it. Speak it to existence, that's the reason I'm discussing it. Bitch, I'm loving it. Cooking up the booth, I need some oven mitts. Auto-tune for the fuck of it. Had a vision, planned out the mission. Invested time and effort while others thought we were kidding. Friends turn haters and names will never be mentioned. Gained all these supporters with all of the right intentions. So I gotta kill till I qualify for a pension. Drop a greatest hits disc under fine rendition. Gotta get it, that bum shit is forbidden. Going bald till my mama a star on how I'm living. Gotta get it, that bum shit is forbidden. Going bald till my mama a star on how I'm living. Wake up. Rise and grind, it's another day. Let them hate, I'm just a young nigga getting paid. Remember times I had to borrow money for the train. Now I'm boarding planes and a change in a thing. Wake up. Rise and grind, it's another day. Let them hate, I'm just a young nigga getting paid. Put that on my life, I ain't bluffing. Just a youngin' turning nothing to something.
Wake up, rise and grind, it's another day. This is for every single night that my grandmother prayed. I swear I'm glad I got my city rocking with me, plus my team, so I'm grinding like I never knew no other way. A lot of suckers saying I should quit and I should give up. Had a diamond in my mind, it took me 18 years to give up. Married to the game and I'm down wherever split up. Ain't stopping to the day that I get to shake hands with Jigga. And after that I'll still grind just to kill time. Shine to the end, I'll make the sun look dim. I'm a diamond in the rough trying to get out of the cold. On the road to riches, tell me what you pay for a toll. I done dropped rededication and I earn my respect. You would've thought I was the ground the way I'm touching their souls. Man, I'm just trying to go gold, ain't satisfied with a bronze. Hope you hear my hunger through every one of these lines. It was only for venting until I got their attention. Now I'm trying to make a killing off every one of these rhymes. Man, I rise and I grind it before I rest. Ain't gotta be a fan, but I better get some respect. Nothing less, I progress from my city, I'm the best. I'm swear I'm grinding every day to put you haters to rest. So wake up, rise and grind, it's another day. Let them hate, I'm just a young player on his way. Remember when they didn't listen to my raps, and now I'm feeling like the city's on my back. So I'm saying wake up, rise and grind, it's another day. Grind 24/7 like I don't know no other way. Put that out my life, I ain't bluffing. Just a youngin' making something from nothing. Saying wake up, saying wake up.
.865 to local radio. Now, y'all vote. Who do you think did a better job? Keiko Hebo was the first rapper on Rise. And All Eyes on Me was Trey Tuck. Who do you think is better, Trey Tuck or Keiko Heba? This is going to be interesting. Both very talented East Coast rappers. The votes are starting. Place your votes. If you actually want to do this, send your vote to loco@att.net. But this is going to be the end of today. We got some chest pain and everything, and I'm just going to deal with everything. Once again, if you want to vote for Keiko Heba or Trey Tuck, once again, Keiko Heba was the first artist on the Rise. Versus Trey Tuck,
who's the second one we played.
No, Trey Tuck was the first one. The second one was Keiko Heba.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I had that backwards. I apologize.
But Keiko Heba was the first artist on the song.
Yeah.
All right, so cast your votes to loco@att.net. Till tomorrow, join us for Ken from Absalon. I guarantee he will show up.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm sure his fans will show up.
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
This could be I have to monitor the whole thing kind of thing, but it don't matter.
No, it'll be fun anyways.
Exactly. And also, make sure you go Saturday, Fury Fest with Minor 9 versus Omega Down. Matter of fact, tomorrow we're going to do another Battle of the Bands. We're going to put a song by Minor Down versus a song from Yeah, minor down. From Omega 9.
Okay, Omega 9 and who else?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
It's Omega down and minor 9.
You were saying it wrong, huh?
Exactly. We're going to put one song up, and we're going to see who our audience thinks is the better song.
Okay,
Better
well, we'll
performer.
find out.
The winner gets absolutely nothing. The loser gets absolutely nothing, but this is
Just for fun, just to see what our, to get a little bit on our...
a little taste.
Yeah, or a little insight on what our listeners are thinking of when they listen to these songs.
Exactly. Well, see you. Wouldn't want to be you.
God bless.
See you tomorrow, God willing.